Hi, welcome to the first management update for Chaos Galaxy in 2025. This year, Chaos Galaxy as we know it is getting a major makeover, with a revamp of the competitive tournament circuit, completely new never-before-seen events, and even updates to our Discord server. Whether you're a brand new server member, a Fight Club grinder, or a CG veteran, we've got something for everyone in today's news update, starting with all the changes to our standard SBR tournament circuit in 2025. The standard 8 open registration tournaments per year are staying. These events will still contribute to the score-based rankings that you've all grown accustomed to, and there are no changes to this system. Each event will take approximately 5 weeks after the previous tournament, giving a consistent schedule with wiggle room for pushbacks and delays where necessary, hopefully leaving enough room for KO Cups and other non-SBR events throughout the year. What's different this year, however, is that all competitive SBR tournaments throughout this year will have the potential for cash prizes. We felt that players lately have not had enough incentives to enter tournaments, and this year's overhaul aims to fix that, and that starts with a baseline prize for all of your 8 standard SBR tournaments. The amount of prize money available for each tournament will be dependent on the number of entrants. Prize pools now unlock at 7 entrants and increase at 11, creating yet another incentive for people to sign up to events. Here is a table for the prize scaling for the 8 standard SBR events, and yes, that does mean that there are more tournaments and more prizes. More on that in a little bit. We understand that these numbers may look a little bit reserved at the moment, especially for North American players, but realize that I am opting to fund this season completely from my own pocket. We wanted to create a fair amount of prizing within a reasonable budget, while leaving some room for bigger ticket items we'll get to later. On that note though, I am completely open to donations to help supply prizing for events if that's something that people are willing to do. Something we feel has been overall lacking from our community is a way for our casual player base to engage with the community as a whole, when the focus has largely been on competitive. This year, all 8 of the standard SBR tournaments in the year will have an accompanying tournament recap video, going over interesting moments, player storylines, card win and usage statistics, and an overall look at which decks were most popular. Our hope is that this will help casual players better identify personalities within the community that they enjoy watching and can root for, creating a more sporting environment that can even engage people who simply enjoy spectating. Continuing plans from 2024, the Chaos Galaxy Invitational will once again serve as the pinnacle of Chaos Galaxy competition and a goal to strive for over the course of the entire year. The Invitational is a great incentive to encourage competitive participation, and offers a more prestigious title for players who are able to reach the top, as well as prove to casual players just who the best players really are, and what the absolute highest level of competition looks like. As always, the Invitational event is only open to those who are able to earn an invite. Invitations can be earned by placing highly in any of the 8 SBR events over the year. How high you need to place in an event to earn an invite will also depend on the number of entrants, similar to our prize scalings. This year, we will also be matching the prize pool from last year's Invitational event, putting up 40 USD for the winner and 20 USD for second place. The winner will also receive a custom 2025 Invitational Champion role with a custom hand-picked colour, as well as a detailed acknowledgement in our tournament vault. Now we'd like to talk to you about something completely new. Sometimes, competitive Chaos Galaxy can be just a little bit too competitive, and it feels like players don't have the opportunity to shine in their appropriate skill brackets. This year, we're introducing a new tournament called Astral Ascent to take place twice over the year. Once in the first half of the season, and the second around a month before the end of year invitational. Players who have a final placement of 4th or better on the previous year's score-based rankings may not sign up for this tournament, giving anybody the opportunity to battle it out for prize money and an Astral Crest piece. What is an Astral Crest piece? It is one half of a whole Astral Crest. What is the Astral Crest? The Astral Crest is the one and only other way to gain entry into the end-of-year invitational event. An Astral Crest piece will be awarded to the winner at each of the 2 Astral Ascent tournaments. Shortly after the 8th and final SBR event of the year, the 2 players holding an Astral Crest piece will compete in a 1 vs 1 best-of-5 winner-takes-all series for the other's crest piece. The player who is able to bring both pieces together to complete the full crest will gain entry into the 2025 Invitational event. We felt that this system would add some high-stakes games to the circuit that are not necessarily for the highest-ranked players, giving more power to players to experience their own pinnacle of play, without fear of feeling outclassed or outmatched. To expand a little bit on the tournament recaps we mentioned earlier, I'd like to go over the content slate for 2025. As mentioned, there will be tournament recaps after each of the 8 major SBR events per year. However, some tournaments may also have streaming coverage. This is easier to achieve with one-day tournaments, with all games happening at once, but there will be attempts to stream other tournaments as well. Not all tournaments will receive streaming coverage, but the ones that do, we're hoping will be high in production quality. This includes new stream overlays, player infographics, and full commentation. Following the streams of certain events, we want to include some highly engaging highlights, as well as matchup-specific replays. For those who don't like watching long streams, these will be highly edited, snappy game replays for your viewing pleasure. Without giving too much away, this is what the tournament slate will look like for 2025. We do have dates in mind for all of these events, but we'll keep them a mystery for now until we're ready to announce them at a later date. The year will conclude with 2 champions. One Invitational 2025 champion, and one Seasonal 2025 champion. They will both be immortalized with a custom role based on their winning title, as well as handwritten write-ups in our tournament vault. They will also get to handpick the colors for their roles. We did leave some information off the table in this video, so make sure to read the full news article linked in the description. But to conclude today's massive news drop, I'd like to leave you with just one more thing. You all have got a tournament to prepare for.